Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Adhikari. Respected and Honorable Minister of State, Deepak Kesarkarji, respected Deputy Governor Mundraji, all dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I think Subramania Kumar covered a lot of aspects of digital banking, which will reduce cash in the system. I would like to touch on some areas which he has not touched. Why cash is needed? Can you stop something by banning it? We have banned so many things, but then it comes back because people feel that it is necessary for us and they feel comfortable having that item. So as long as you don't address this issue of either psychology of people or necessity of people to have cash, you'll never be able to reduce cash in the system. Now, why cash is needed? What is the function of cash? It is used for payments. It's an exchange medium. And the second is the storage of value. Somehow in India, the payment system somehow did not evolve for a long period. So cash was being used. After the barter system, cash came in and somehow cash remained and continues to remain as a major payment and settlement mechanism in our system. I think we need to address these issues. So all those digital technologies, the payment settlement systems, actually it is multiplying many-fold now, but still we are not able to take out cash from the system. Even after demonetization, the way it is being monetized, we are almost reaching to the same level of monetization because somewhere people are feeling the necessity of cash. I think we need to go deeper into these issues and analyze and understand why people are comfortable with cash. When I look at it, the first thing is cash is dependable and comfortable for use. Now, can you have the alternate mechanism as dependable as cash? Now, I carry a card. Am I very sure when I use the card transaction will go through? If I have 100% success rate, people will stop carrying cash. Now with the ATM penetration throughout the country, the cash in the wallet has come down. Because today we know there is an ATM next door, so we don't carry much cash in the wallet. But I am going to buy something, that too particularly for my wife or child, I definitely carry some cash. Because they get something which they want very badly, and if my card doesn't work, then it becomes a very odd situation. Even the shopkeeper will look at you with doubt whether he has sufficient money in the account or not. So people try to cover up by carrying some cash. I think the infrastructure has to evolve to that level that we have 100% passing of digital transaction. When we reach that level, for the payment part, people will carry less and less cash, and we need not do anything. Automatically it will go away from the system for the payment part. Now I would like to touch on the storage part. See, cash over a period of time has become a storage of value. There are many ways of storing wealth. Gold is one, equities are there, bank deposits are there, there are so many ways. But then why people felt cash is a better storage? When the demonetization hit us, suddenly it was a shock for everyone. But the first time, people realized cash is not good storage of value. Because overnight, the value is destroyed. Now it is just a piece of paper because people never believed cash can lose value. Because currency was wealth for them. I think somewhere we have shaken the confidence of people that cash is not a good storage of value. Now we need to take it forward. Now, when we drive this point that cash is not a storage of value, We need to give them alternates. Alternates are bank accounts, financial literacy, some points are already touched. I don't want to dwell on those issues, where we need to drive this point to people that there are alternate mechanisms which are much better, and cash, when you store, it loses value gradually. So literacy is required, because the inflation eats away value of the currency what they hold. So, like, suddenly, when the demonetization hit us, wealth at home came out. Because everybody experienced, the wives came out with a lot of cash, which we were not aware of. The ladies are here and pretty well, they agree with me. Why they stored? Ghar pe there is a old mother, father, father-in-law, mother-in-law. Something happens in the night. Your card may not work in the hospital, you need cash. That's why I kept. Kabhi kuch hua, because people, like, it is an emergency mechanism. People had stored cash at home, and which was unknown. It was stored with, like, only one member in the family knew about it, and that's how it was stored as a wealth. And suddenly during the demonetization, it came out. Anyway, as banker, I am very happy it came out. And it came out from many other sources. A lot of money came into the system. And I am very happy that the money which particularly came into the savings account, 60% of that still remains in the system. There was a big deliberation. There were a lot of naysayers when demonetization came, that cash which has come in will go out in next 1 month. There are a lot of discussion. January mein kuch nahi rahega. But kuch nahi gaya. Anyway, I don't want to touch on the statistics because it's Mundra Saab's domain. I think at right point of time they will come with the statistics. But as a banker, I know my bank and I know few other banks. The money which has come in savings accounts, which was a major part of our CASA, has remained. And if you look at the March balance sheet of banks, the CASA of the banks have grown up by 3 to 4%. So, money as a store of value which was at home, substantial portion of that has already shifted to the banking system, giving a lot of liquidity to the system, which is going for more productive ways of in the economy. Now, can we do something more so that people don't feel the necessity of keeping the currency at home as a wealth? Can we give them alternates? Yes, as bankers we can do that. As government can do a lot. As regulators, they are also trying to do that. But the media can play a big role in that. Why people avoid storing money and using the digital technology? There are two reasons. One is a very genuine concern of security. Other is not very legal. People want to avoid being tracked. Okay, I will address the second part later because this is a very exhaustive thing. But then we will talk of the legal part. The security systems have to evolve. As Subramanian Kumar rightly mentioned, highlighting 1 or 2 breaches for 24 hours in the media doesn't do anything good. Because 99.9% of the things are safe, why 0.1% should be highlighted? It is like accident on the road. There are 1 lakh vehicles moving. Accidents will be 1 or 2. But can we stop driving or using the road just because there are 1 or 2 accidents happening? We should not do that. I think we should be more proactive in that, saying that, okay, there's a breach, it is bound to happen. When there are so many intelligent people out there without proper employment, they will try to definitely hack somewhere and try to get the data out and try to share it with the dark web so that more people come into that. It is a way. And actually even people, literacy, people share the OTP. When there are complaints of misuse of cards, when we go and check, the customers have shared their OTP. OTP is a very personal number. As a SMS, it comes to your mobile. Somebody is talking to you that your card is getting blocked. So immediately we are doing a transaction. There is a OTP coming to you. Please share. OTP is shared with these tricksters. And then the money is taken away. Are we that innocent? I think that is where we need to address. The media has to play a big role in addressing this. Instead of highlighting there is a fraud in the card, why fraud has happened, what is the ignorance of the people, these things should be highlighted. Even though we are doing a lot of publicity, we are pushing a lot of SMS, please do not share your card details, please do not share the OTP numbers, but still people continue to share. There are agencies. See, as long as it is profitable, the tricksters and fraudsters will continue to do that. But as long as it is, as soon as it is not viable to them, they will stop doing it. So let us make it unviable for trickster to do it. So the security and the infrastructure has to improve so that people come more into the official systems, and the cash will go away gradually from the system. We will become less and less cash economy. All advantage of less cash economy is already listed by two speakers who spoke before me. I don't want to elaborate on that. It is very beneficial for the economy. Let us do it. But when I come to the last part, it is basically the illegal part of it. Why people encourage cash is they don't want to get tracked. They don't want to report their transactions. They want to do their business without giving taxes. I think demonetization and later the GST is doing a great job. It is going to bring more transaction into the system, because it is very costly to avoid reporting transactions. Let us make it progressively very difficult and costly for people, so that incentive to avoid the taxation or the official channels in the economy should be less. So we should make it progressively difficult for people to avoid the official channels, because then there will be robust economy with good tax generations, everything getting accounted. We can track the economy better. There will be better statistics available for interventions. So all these things will happen, but then this has to be curtailed. And another benefit which is going to emerge, today we talk of MSME. This is where people are either not aware or do not want to come into the legal system, the traders or small manufacturers. 80% of the MSMEs are not in the official channels of banking today. They do not have access to the banking channels and formal credit. We talk it in a negative way that banks are not able to reach there. Because for me to do credit, I need certain papers about their transaction, how much they have done last year, what is their monthly turnover. I think maybe GST is going to create that record for me. And these MSMEs which are not in the formal channels, they are going to get into the formal channels, and they are going to get access to regular bank credit, which will do a lot of good for the economy and for these MSMEs also. There is a lot of advantages in less cash economy and coming to the official channels. I would like to stop here. I would like to thank the governors now for providing me this opportunity and for this August gathering. I think I have shared some thoughts. I think we need to elaborate on these issues further so that we develop better mechanisms to handle these issues, particularly from the customer point of view, and bankers will be always there trying to address these issues. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.